These players are undervalued. They can win you your league. We're talking about 6, 7, 8 guys today where if you take them, you are setting yourself up for success. You're setting yourself up to win that championship. Bring home, wrong way, the trophy. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let's start talking about these guys that can win your league. Name number 1 is going to be Chase Brown. He has an ADP of 32. He's actually been rising in drafts. So Chase Brown's an ADP of 32. I'm taking him at the end of round 2. So I'm taking him at an ADP 8, 9, 10 spots higher than this. We saw it in the preseason that came out. Joe Burrow and the first string offense came out. Chase Brown looked good. Chase Brown was the only running back on the field. Chase Brown had the receiving usage. Taking a look at Chase Brown, his averages in 2024 were very good. You can see, he averaged 16 points per game. But really, if you actually average out the second half only of the season, his average points per game was above 20. Take a look from weeks 9 onward, 27, 22, 20, 20, 25, 26, 13, 13, and then didn't play week 18, right? So Chase Brown has the ceiling to be over 20 points per game if he gets a full sample size. They get rid of Zach Moss. The owner and everyone's coming out saying, listen, Chase Brown's going to be the focal point of this offense. He's going to be getting a lot of use. He has the receiving role in a PPR format. He's going to be getting all the rushes, especially in the goal line, all that stuff. His only competition for snaps is Samaje Perine, I think. Honestly, he's so dusty, I don't even know. And Taj Brooks, who didn't look great in the first preseason game, but Taj Brooks, his stock can also get boosted up, I guess, by the Zach Moss gone. Chase Brown is poised to crush. I'm taking him at the end of the second round. And even if you want to go middle of second round, you're kind of psychotic at that point. But I honestly see the argument, see the logic there. So Chase Brown's so undervalued this season is not even funny. You have another exciting player that took a year 2 step forward, another year 2 breakout type guy, because that was Chase Brown last year. You got JSN. JSN almost doubled his points per game from his rookie season, and his yards per out run definitely took a 50% increase forward from 1.3 yards per out run to 1.83. His touchdown rate doubled. He had a lot more of the snap share. And what I'd like to see here is that JSN, let's just say, listen, from year 2 to year 3, he takes a slight increase in efficiency, and I think that's fair to say. You have a new quarterback, Sam Darnold, Sam Darnold was QB9 finisher in total points in fantasy in 2024. A lot of people don't even know that. So Darnold was good. He had a very high passing touchdown rate, which propelled his fantasy numbers up himself to QB9. He's underrated, undervalued in a sense himself. But Darnold throws touchdown passes. Metcalf, gone. Lockett, gone. Fant, gone. That's 50% of the target share vacated. It's gone. You bring in Arroyo, you'll have AJ Barner. They're going to take 15% of that away. You bring in Cooper Kupp. All right, he takes away 25% of it. There's 10 or 15% of this target share left to go around. JSN, his target share was 24%. Let's bump that bad boy up to at least 27, maybe I think even close to 30. And JSN's poised to have increased volume, increased points per game, increase in efficiency, and an increased touchdown rate. So JSN, ADP of 34, he's going after wide receiver 2s. T. Higgins is going around before. T. Higgins is the wide receiver 2. You have Devontae Adams going around before. He's the wide receiver 2 behind Puka. Behind Jamar Chase was T. Higgins. So then you got JSN, wide receiver 1, going around later. ADP of 34, end of the third round. Great guy to take. Number 4 is Omarion Hampton. Now pump the brakes. People are a little bit overreacting. The lineman, he's gone. Dead. Rest in peace. You got Rashawn Slater out for the year. I get it. It sucks. The O-line's bad. It definitely hinders a lot of stuff, right? The efficiency, you can say. Omarion Hampton's going to have a receiving role. And the Chargers are not going to change their approach from one injury, right? They're going to slightly modify things, but there's still going to be a rush-first offense, and Hampton's he's going to be a beneficiary. You got Najee Harris. We finally saw a picture. Najee Harris looked like this. In the picture, dude was squinting. His eye was sealed shut. It's not looking good, right? He's a Cyclops. It's not looking good. Now, Najee Harris, even if he's healthy, I think Hampton is still poised to crush. His ADP is 38. He's going after Kenneth Walker, which is mind-boggling. Like, Charbonnet is there. Kenneth Walker is already in year 4. We haven't seen the ceiling. Hampton, his ceiling is very, very high in this hardball offense that's going to run the ball first. And it's going to be a good offense, too, with Herbert, good weapons at wide receiver, and a solid defense. So this is going to be a good, potentially decent scoring team on offense that utilizes Hampton a lot. High draft capital, great prospect profile. If Genty wasn't in this draft, he'd be the first guy off boards. Everyone would be even more excited. So Hampton, I think we're going to get a discount with an ADP close to 40. Number 4 is Jalen Waddle. Now, the reason I like Jalen Waddle is the price. He's currently got an ADP of 57, so he's close to 60. He had the worst 2024 season you'll ever see. Don't even look at it. Tua was dead, okay? He was literally dead. Now, if Tua dies this year, which not a big surprise, you got Zach Wilson in the wings. You got Quinn Ewers in the wings. It's honestly not great, but it's probably better than Skylar Thompson. Jalen Waddle, I think, can be the wide receiver 1 over Tyreek Hill in this offense. I think he projects out to have a high target share. I think we're going to see him closer to 26%, 27% of the target share. Jonnu Smith is gone. They have no tight end. Darren Waller is dusty. It's really a 3-person, 3-receiver offense. You have Devon Achane, wide receiver 3. You got Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 1B. So they're going to be getting a lot of targets, a lot of volume in this offense. And if Tua is healthy, this offense can actually spin the football, right? Now, a lot of people don't know, too, wide receiver 3, I mean, I'm joking around with Achane. I'm not. But let's call him wide receiver 4, is going to be Nick Westbrook-Akine. So if we're looking for a touchdown increase rate, I honestly think Nick Westbrook-Akine is going to be somebody, I don't even know, like, this guy's probably going undrafted. He's not even on here. I don't even think he's on there, and honestly, it's not a surprise. But Nick Westbrook-Akine had a very high touchdown rate in Tennessee. I would expect it to continue in Miami. Next name up is Pacheco. Now, the reason I like Pacheco is he's looking solid. Looked solid in training camp so far. Looks like he's fully healthy. Looks like he's back. Now, his average in 2023, 15 points per game. Don't look at the average in 2024. Look at what he did prior to injury. He averaged 16 points per game. And that was that was with a touchdown week 1, no touchdown week 2, still was at 16 points per game. He had receiving usage. And take a look at what changed. He comes back from the broken leg, and less effective. Yeah, Drew Great way down, sure. He was playing less snaps. That's the thing. He was 1/3 of the snap share as what he was prior to the injury. Now that he's fully healthy, you really think they're going to be giving Kareem Hunt the snaps? No. This is going to be Pacheco's backfield to lose. He's going to be back up to a 65+% snap share, which projects out in a great offense to be getting a lot of opportunity. Isaiah Pacheco is one of the best values on boards, ADP of 81. If you're not taking him at that range, honestly, you're trolling. Next name up is Ricky Pearsall. Now, I was fading Ricky Pearsall when in ADP closer to 80. I think he still does on best ball, but currently his ESPN ADP is 99. He got shot year 1, so let's give him a little bit of a break. You got Debo gone. You got Ayuk probably injured. You had Kittle and CMC to compete with. Jennings is banged up too. I honestly think Pearsall could develop into a decent target for Brock Purdy this year. Now, a lot of people are acting like Ricky Pearsall is going to come in and score 23 points per game. I think his ceiling is closer to 14. Like, I'm honestly not even kidding. But if Ricky Pearsall can develop into a 14-point per game player, and you're paying around 10 pick for him, then there's still some solid upside there. Again, this guy had high draft capital. I say let's give him a chance at the ADP of 100. Final name of the video, similar ADP to Pacheco, you have Brian Robinson Jr. Heading into a contract year, gotta make the bag, gotta get the bag in a good offense. This Commanders offense projects out to be good as long as McLaurin doesn't leave. B-Rob Jr. hasn't been anything super special. You're gonna have Eckler kind of eating into that backfield, eating into the receiving role. You're gonna have the new dude they bring in. They have so many guys with J.A., Jacory, Jacoby, Jalen Lane, like a bunch of guys, right? But the new third string running back, he's going to potentially get a shot even though he's 24 years old. But B-Rob Jr. should still have a snap share close to 55%. If he can get more efficient with his runs, then he can take a step forward. And honestly, running back values on ESPN are bumped so high that if you can get an RB3, a guy that's going to average, he's got to say 4. B-Rob's going to average at least 12 points per game this year. Barring any injuries. And honestly, that's not bad. It's like, would I rather have B-Rob Jr. or Zach Charbonnet at this current price? And what if Kenneth Walker is healthy? Then Charbonnet is going to be averaging 4 points per game. So B-Rob Jr. is not a bad pick right here at an ADP of 81. After B-Rob Jr., after Pacheco, after Tony Pollard, there's no good running backs left in the entire draft. Maybe ETN, maybe Scatterbo, maybe Tracy. But really, it dries up quick after an ADP of 100. Smash the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.